Welcome to Meatball Soup. My name is Stuart and today we are looking at tabletop mechanics. One of my favourite tabletop mechanics is I split you choose. This is a mechanic in a game where you give an opponent a choice between two or more things. So this can be different tabletop components. So this could be two or three choices from a selection of cards, or it could be from dice rolls, or just resources and components from the game. Now I have 3 examples of I split you choose mechanics in tabletop games to show you today, and I hope you enjoy them. The first example I have of a split and choose mechanic comes from one of my commander decks in Magic the Gathering. So I've got a game set up here and we're just about to start our turn, so we will draw a card. And the card we draw will play our land for turn, which is another forest. But the card we've drawn is an I split you choose card, known as Curator of Destinies. So, creature, Sphinx, it's a 5/5, this spell can't be countered, and flying. When this creature enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library, separate them into a face down pile and a face up pile. There is your I split you choose mechanic. An opponent chooses one of those face up piles, put that pile into your hand and the other into the graveyard. So, let's say we played this, so we're going to need 6 mana. So here's our 2 island. Attack Rogue's Passage for a colourless. That's 3, 4, 5, and we'll tap Llanowar Elves for 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We get to look at these 5 cards and split them however we choose. So I would split these like this. Okay, so I would put those face down, put these face up, and offer the choice to my competitor. As you can see, this I split you choose mechanic is a nice little touch to have in the middle of a commander game, and just makes a little bit more of a challenge. And it being a 5/5 creature makes it also a very potent thing to have on the field. The next example of an I split you choose mechanic in tabletop is from the Great Split. In the Great Split, you are a collector of fine arts and trinkets. This is our character here, and throughout the game, this is the game board, and throughout the game you are trying to collect more and more rarities in the hopes of gaining points. Every turn you will draw a card, which we've already done. You start with a hand of 4 cards, and here are your cards. And here's an extra card known as your splitter. So what you'll do on your turn is you'll choose how you split these 2 piles. So in this example, to try and even out the points given by the stars, I've got these 4 points and an opal, and I've got a tome, 4 points carried over on 2 cards, and a coin there. So when you've done your splitting, you'll put it in this lovely envelope and you'll pass it to the player on your left. Now at the moment, the player on your right will pass you their envelope. You'll look through their envelope and decide what you want to take. We'll take this. This then goes into our hand. We'll put that down here a second. And you pass the other cards, including the splitter, back to the player on your right. As you do this, the player on your left will return your envelope, which will have your splitter and whatever they've left you. You would combine that with the cards you took into your hand, and you will add these to your scoring panel. So we've got one green gem, one blue gem, got one piece of fine art, one tome, 4 points, and a coin. And in this game, this splitter can be used as a wild resource. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go for another tome. The final game of our I Split You Choose collection is Hanamikoji. In Hanamikoji, you are trying to win the favour of these geishas here. You have a deck of cards, and in this deck of cards is the allotted number of gifts for each geisha. On your turn, if you are dealing, you'll shuffle the deck, will discard one card and deal 6 to you and your opponent. The rest of the cards sit off as a deck. When it is your turn to play, you'll draw a card from the deck, and then you'll use these bidding chips. Now, not every bidding chip in this is an I Split You Choose, but these two here are some I Split You Choose mechanics. So, on your turn, you have your 6 cards, you'll draw one from the deck, and then we're going to show off this one first. So this is offering 3 cards up. The opponent picks one to take on their side, and you get the other 2. So for example, for that trade, as I've got quite a nice hand, I would offer this up. Turn the tile over to say I've done it, and then the opponent would have to pick one of these cards. Not a very tricky decision. There you go there. And these 2 5s go here. At the end of the game, if this is still a scenario, let's say the other 2 5s were both discarded by both of us, I would win the favour of this geisha. You want to win a majority of geishas, so 4 out of the 7, or you want to have an exact or 10 or higher in value. So obviously this is a 5, so if you're really able to get the 4 and maybe one of the 2s, that would be where you win. If it's a draw, you keep on playing and going back and forth. So the other player will take their turn. They have exactly the same set of tiles. So let's say they take this action from their tiles. So they're going to show me two sets. So just looking through now. So they're going to offer me a 3 and a 2, and a 2 and a 3. So I would then pick one of these sets. I'll get to score these on my side, and that player will score these on their side. Keep on playing until somebody has physically won. What's really good with this game is there are loads of mini expansions that can change up the I Split You Choose mechanics and actually add in some very different mechanics. And that is my 3 examples of I Split You Choose mechanics in Tabletop. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and keep an eye out for any more videos such as these in the near future. If you really enjoyed this video and you have another example of this mechanic from another tabletop game, then please share these below. Also, comment on which of these 3 games you'd be more interested to play, or which one you have played and have found thoroughly enjoyable. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep your friends close and your tables full.